Hey guys, Chris and Greg here.
Hey, how you doing?
And today we're taking a look at this, which is the Monkey King Warrior Mech. But even though the set's just called the Monkey King Warrior Mech, it actually comes with all this other stuff as well. So we're going to try and do this review as quickly and as concisely as possible. So what should we start off with first, Greg?
I think we should start off with that where it looks like a mound of earth to me, like a giant molehill.
You mean I think it's called the Fruit Flower Mountain or the Flower Fruit Mountain, one of the two.
Yeah, that sounds much more significant than I thought it was.
Yes, so I think it's at the beginning of the very first, the Monkey Kid episode, where actually I think the staff is in it. And as you said earlier, you can actually put the staff in that little bit at the top.
And of course, folks, if you watch the cartoon, you'll see exactly how significant the fact that it is there is.
Yeah. It has these new nice printed pieces which look like peaches.
Yeah, I didn't really know what they were until someone said, "Oh, they're meant to be peaches." But I was like, "Yeah, but they're on hearts." But anyway, it's it kind of goes with it. It's kind of very in keeping with the dots theme, I would have said.
So I suppose to go with that, we might as well talk about the Monkey King next then. So he's one of 5 minifigures in this set, which is pretty nice. But he is different to the one that was originally out in Series 19.
Strangely enough, though, I don't think he's quite as good as the one that came out in the collectible minifigure series, because that particular one, it's kind of slightly darker shade of red, but he also had arm printing as well, which is kind of like, it's quite a big thing for Lego minifigures. That said, he is a really good figure. I mean, he's definitely up there with being one of my favorite ones. The actual printing of his torso, I think, is absolutely spot on. I think he's brilliant, and his faces, I think, look really good as well. Especially with the printing that's going across his eyes and stuff like that. I think he's a fine figure, and I think his cape and his staff really make it a worthwhile figure to actually have in your collection.
The thing that this guy has that the Series 19 one doesn't is the new lightsaber hilt piece in gold on both ends to make it a nicer looking staff. It definitely does look better than the staff that came in the Series 19 one, definitely.
Yes, yeah, this is much longer than that one. Yeah.
And the other cool thing is that in this set he comes on this little nimbus kind of cloud flying around, which is really, really cool, I think.
I love it. I love it. Do you know what? This is, just to look at, you can absolutely, it's a cloud, but it's made of, lots of Lego, smooth slope sections and stuff like that. And there's a 2x2 round tile in there as well. And it works absolutely brilliantly.
And I think this is the only way you can get this little cloud piece as well. I don't think it actually comes in any of the other sets.
It doesn't. No, you're right. You're spot on. I think, though, this is wholeheartedly, this is just one of those ones. You could even take this to work and just put it on your desk at work.
Yeah, it's definitely a desk display. Yeah, I completely agree. And even actually, if you're into the actual Journey to the West, which Monkey Kid's based off of, even having the Fruit Flower Mountain as well, because obviously that's where he was born and stuff, they kind of do go quite nicely together if you're into that kind of thing. So yeah, kind of really, really cool. I do really like these. But I think it does even get better in the set, because the actual building that comes with it is actually the main reason I got this set originally. It's what really caught my eye originally, and then I fell in love with the mech afterwards. But this little building, I don't know what you think, Greg, but this is just so cool. I think it's supposed to be Pigsy's Noodle Bar from the actual anime.
I don't normally like stickers. I mean, who really out there likes stickers? But I have to say the stickers definitely enhance this. I mean, starting off with, it's built on a 8x8 plate for a start. I mean, most of the building actually is built around sort of 8x6, and then inside it you've got the oven and the hobs and everything, where all the noodles where Pigsy make are actually cooked up. I just think it looks brilliant. It does, and it continues upwards, of course, into the apartment.
Yeah, so I think that apartment's supposed to be the Monkey Kid's apartment, because it has a picture of the Monkey King, which is obviously obsessed with, and it has pictures of the girl in it, I think she's called May, as well as the egg that the Monkey King's supposed to be born out of, and all that kind of stuff, which he actually shows his little notebook on the first episode. So I think it's supposed to be hints at that, which is pretty cool. And it also has a playability function, which I don't think you've seen in the anime yet. But if you actually twist the, I'm guessing it's supposed to be an air vent or something. Maybe it's a steam vent. It actually is, side and knocks out. So I'm guessing at some point, maybe in the anime, you'll see that happen, and there's a reason for that, maybe.
And then kind of finishing off and going up onto the roof terraced area, you've got this kind of nice sandy green area, and you've got this kind of garden spot as well on a raised flower bed, if you like.
Yeah, I just think it's to make it look really, really busy and compact, and it makes it does feel like a hustling, bustling kind of Chinatown city building in such a small, like you say, 8x8. I just think it's really cool. This is something that I know a lot of people said they wish this was sold separately to the mech, because some people like mechs.
Definitely. This could have been like a small set, you know, for like, I don't know, it could have been, folks. And honestly, Chris, this is my only jibe or anything Monkey Kid related. This could have been the £12 set or the £15 set that we could have got for Monkey Kid. And of course, attached to this building, we've got this other side build as well to it.
Yeah, this actually comes off. So I think you can use this on multiple things, because I actually put together with Technic pieces. But yeah, it's really cool. It's got a little arcade machine, which I think is what it actually plays on the anime as well. Then you obviously have the nice sign with what looks like fake lights. This would look great if you actually lit this up. And it's obviously supposed to be some sort of pylon or something.
Yeah.
This thing looks absolutely great. And then it has on the side of it this really cool Pigsy menu printed. I think these are absolutely great, these little menu boxes or takeaway boxes that's supposed to be.
And I like the arcade machine with its very very 80s style graphics.
We have one more side build before we get into the mech, which is actually this little mech itself, I suppose. It's a Demon Bull mech, which I think looks really cool. It's got some really, I know a lot of these Monkie Kid sets, they use these, I think it's called Metal Beard from the Lego movie.
Yes, and this uses two of them.
Yeah, for like what looks like rocket launchers or something on his arms. And it does, to be honest, for what it is, I think it's quite nice. This is actually probably more playable as a mech than this.
Yeah. It has. Chris, you've hit the nail on the head. There's actually more dexterity using this than there is with the main mech himself. Like you said about the metal build section, I think they use them really well. But what I particularly like as well, I quite like his weapon. Is it a weapon or is it a shield? Who knows?
Oh, that like kind of ray gun thing on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
And it also has a stud shooter as well, which is nicely built in, actually, that stud shooter, because I've not seen that piece before, but it's a stud shooter on a ball joint, which is quite interesting. I haven't seen that piece.
But also as well, the figure sits inside it quite easily as well, you know, with the using the stud holes on the back of the actual figure. Yeah,
so we might as well get on to the figures now then. So we might as well start with the two evil ones that go with this as well. So obviously we have Monkey, which we've already talked about, but we have these demon bulls as well, and they both have names. So let's take a look at the box now. This one's called Growl, apparently. Now, I never saw any of them getting named in these series, so I don't know why they've got names, because they all look identical. But this one's Growl, and then the next one is actually supposed to be the, I'm guessing the big dog of the thing. And
he's the general. He's the general of the two. Yeah. I mean, I think these bulls, I think they're all meant to be kind of clones of each other.
Yeah, so this one's like, I think it's called General Ironclad looking at the thing. Now, he does have some extra bits, which is pretty cool. He has the kind of the shoulder attachment, as well as a nice kind of half cloak as well, which is pretty cool. But it is made out of the old felt, so you have to be a bit careful with that. It'll probably get damaged over time. So the only two differences between these guys is actually looking at them. I think it looks like the arm colors, because the one with the pink purpley horns also has pink purpley arms to go with it. But the actual prints on the bodies are identical. And obviously no printing on the legs either. Then we have what look like two normal, I'll start with the lady first. They look like normal city characters, but they are named on the box. So I don't know why, but the lady's called Anne. Now I don't think I've seen this chest piece before. I don't know whether this torso has been used before. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's quite a nice one though, isn't it? It wouldn't look out of place in any sort of Lego city or on a beach scene or something like that. I think it's a really nice torso on this, and the printing on the back of it is nice as well, with like a nice bow finishing off the look of the outfit. They got plain legs, which is absolutely fine. And for some reason or other, she's holding one of Pixie's fish as well. So I don't know quite sure about.
And then obviously these guys also she has a dual face as well. So she has a normal face, and then obviously a scared face, which might be when they either see this big massive mech or they see the little mech terrorizing people. So so this guy has a nice smirk on one side, and then he has another scared face on the other side, which I think these maybe have been faces that have been in the hidden side sets, I'm guessing, because they often have a
that would make sense.
Yeah, but again, he's got a really nice Hawaiian shirt.
I love it. I love that Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And it doesn't have any leg printing again. And it's just got the standard black swept over. I think it's the hair that's used in Obi-Wan Kenobi, if I remember rightly. But again, pretty cool minifigure. Nice to have in the set. The last but not least is the Monkey Kid himself. And this one is really, really cool. I love this one.
He's actually, before we even get going on it, Chris, I have to say he is going to be already one of my favorite Lego minifigures.
Yeah, he's definitely shot up there. So he's got, I mean, just to look at his accessories, his hairpiece is absolutely incredible. It's got the printed gold kind of signature where he kind of becomes the Monkey King when it uses the staff, which is awesome. He's got the red face paint on one side and the normal on the other. Yeah. He's got these really cool brand new teal headphones as a neck accessory.
Yeah. Love those. I think they look brilliant.
And you get a spare in the set as well, which is really, really nice. So that's really nice.
One for the sig fig, perhaps, Chris?
Maybe for the sig fig. It's definitely going with someone in the city. That's not getting left in the bits box, I'll tell you that. It's really, really cool. And then the torso itself is really nicely detailed with this orange.
You get a lovely amount of detail on the front of the torso, but I love the Monkey King logo on the back of the torso as well. I mean, that is quintessentially, the logo for the Monkey King. You know, it's fabulous as well. But of course, the printing doesn't just finish there as well. You get some great prints going on with the legs as well.
So the one thing that I'd say that they could maybe improve on with this minifigure, I mean, it's a minute detail, is that it doesn't have arm printing. It's the only thing it doesn't have. Everything else it's got. Let's go on to the mech now, and this thing is
what a mech.
Awesome. So before we begin, we were mentioning before about how this one's more playable, and I think we'll both agree this one is not very playable at all.
No.
He's not very posable. And I know you can actually rebuild this, can't you, to be two smaller staff so you can move it around. But even then, I think he's not that posable himself anyway, really. He's a bit very technic built. And
he is. I mean, he's absolutely riddled with ball joints, clips, ratchet joints, which you say on the face of it, you think, brilliant, he's going to be super posable. But he actually isn't. He's kind of, if anything, when you pick him up, he's a little bit on the rattly side, if you ask me. Yeah, and
it's very difficult to pick him up because, like, if you pick him up with the legs, he might fall forward. So I kind of try and pick him up by the waist here. And as you can see, when you pick him up, his legs go. They like go under him, sort of thing.
Yeah. I know what you mean, because they're kind of like, it's almost like they start slightly come out of their joints a little bit, don't they?
And also, like, when I put him back down now, I feel like I want to widen his legs so that he's got a bit better stance. Like, they're just a bit.
Yeah. And the really weird thing about him as well is that his actually feet can move like 180 degrees around as well, which doesn't bring any value at all to posing it, if anything, because you don't want a great big, brilliant looking, powerful mech, with legs posed like Charlie Chaplin, because it just doesn't, it completely kills the moment, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. And I mean, going through the set, one of the things that I have noticed is there aren't many exclusive printed pieces in this, but the Monkey Kid's eyes,
the eyes
are printed, and they do look really, really sharp.
Yes, they look fantastic. And I tell you what, you get a spare one as well. So I think that's going to be destined for my dots bracelet. That one.
Yeah, definitely. There's odd random dots bits, but yeah, everything else that you see here is stickers. These are nice vinyl pieces. They come on its own little kind of. They're what you call like laser cut, and then you just have to tap them out slightly. Yeah,
it's brilliant. And I tell you what, Chris, if there's one thing about this set with that vinyl strip that came with it as well, that vinyl page, it was almost like an A4 size page of vinyl. It really was. I mean, you could probably make a record out of it or something, but it absolutely oozes exclusivity, expensiveness, and stuff like that. I think this is quite a rare set, especially with the sense that the amount of lacquered gold bricks that we've got in this is something like 120 pieces or something like that.
It's gold everywhere. I mean, gold. I mean, I know that these are quite rare here. His eyebrows are made of gold bananas, which is
what a brilliant idea. It's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I was kind of saying this is kind of the UCS of the Monkey Kid stuff, because this is more if you wanted a display piece. I think these are great, like we were saying before, the nice desk things. Even this little building is pretty cool. The only playability thing would probably be the building with the knockout window and the little mech. and then obviously the minifigures. But this itself, not too playable. I mean, it does have, you can put the Monkey King in here, which is really nice. The Monkey Kid, sorry. In here, pretty nice. But even that, it's quite delicate to get him in, I find. It's not completely...
Yeah, and they packed it with stickers in there as well, which was a bit odd, wasn't it? Because it wasn't really needed. It's one of those ones where when I was putting the stickers on this, and folks, it comes with a lot of stickers, albeit they are quite fun to apply. You do sort of think, oh, should I bother putting them into this one? You know, because there's about 4. Well, there's actually about 5 in that small section alone.
Yeah, loads. I mean, even on the front as well. I mean, there's a lot of stickers in the set. It is quite a sticker heavy set. Not Speed Champions heavy, but it is quite heavy.
Nothing could be as bad as that.
Yeah. One more thing when we're on about using quality as well is this cloak on the back is a proper one of the new soft ones, and it is nice. It doesn't need ironing. It's just one of those that just, it does feel really nice quality.
Which is a good job, Chris, because when you actually get it, it comes in a packet and it's folded.
Yeah. Yeah. I found it really weird when I picked it. I was like, what is this? Oh, it's like the cape, you know. Like...
Yeah, it's the cape. And it's a cool looking cape. It's in the same design as well as the Monkey King. So, you know, I like things that follow through. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it looks great. It's a brilliant looking mech.
Okay, so that's it for our review of the Monkey King Warrior Mech. Overall, I think me and Greg absolutely love this set. I think it is really nice, but it's definitely just a display piece. Wouldn't you agree, Greg?
Yeah, 100%. It's brilliant looking. But it's so limited in its posability, and the fact that it kind of rattles around so much that you're kind of scared to move it, and it just looks good as it is now. Okay,
so next week we are going to be doing a live stream on my channel. And Greg, do you want to say what it is?
Yeah, it's set number 70419, the wrecked shrimp boat. So we're going to be taking a trip by a boat to the hidden side.
So as always, have an absolutely awesome day, and we'll catch you in the next one.